you. All right. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Lieutenant Governor Kounalakis, for representing our country overseas, for your leadership here in the state of California, and for lending your voice to support this campaign to turn the page and deliver a better future for our country. I bring you Valentine's Day greetings from Chaston and from Sherman and Buddy in South Bend. And I'm so thankful that you have taken the time to be with us today. This is an extraordinary moment in the life of our country, and it's an extraordinary moment in the life of our campaign. I still think there's a way to have a conversation, no matter how big the crowd. And so we gathered up questions from you on the way in. We put them in our famous fishbowl. And to be your voice, to guide the conversation, I want to welcome you to welcome somebody who is a leader and even a hero to many. A leader in the LGBTQ community, a leader in the AAPI community, and a leader among mayors, somebody other mayors look to for good ideas, the mayor of West Sacramento, Chris Cabaldon.
Hey, Sacramento. All right, we're ready to take your... The first question has come in by text message. What is it about Chaston that made you fall in love with him? Signed, Chaston for Valentine's Day.
He really did do that too, didn't he?
He really did do that.
Let me tell you why I love Chaston. First, I just I saw these eyes, this smile that I just had to see in person, and so I swiped right. It's the most millennial thing I've done. We went on this date, and I had a pair of baseball tickets in my pocket just in case the date went really well. We met up for a beer, and then a beer turned into dinner, and then we went ahead and went out to the baseball game, and then we went out for a walk, and I didn't want it to end. And what I saw was somebody who is so alive to the way in which we can lift one another up. And you got to understand, I had been actively avoiding love for a very long time. And tiptoed out to see what it would be like, and met this extraordinary person who let me know what it meant to care about somebody else and lift them up too, and reminds me every day of the opportunity by holding office, even just by being a candidate, to make sure others feel seen and to make sure others know that they're important. And I got to tell you, yeah, I'm biased, but he is going to make an amazing first gentleman for the United States of America.
So much better than flowers. All right, next we have a question from the YMCA Youth and Government crowd. Welcome.
All right.
How will you harness the untamed potential of new voters to tackle our biggest challenges like climate change and homelessness?
I'm sure as bright, young, politically motivated people tap you on the shoulder, pat you on the head a lot, and tell you you're the future. And you are. But you're also the present. 2 years since the horror of Parkland, we have seen how people lifting up their voices, not yet old enough to vote, marching for their lives, change the conversation about gun violence in this country. The Time Magazine Person of the Year, if she were a U.S. citizen, would not yet be old enough to vote, and she is helping change the conversation about climate in this country. The power that you have is the moral urgency of being able to look decision makers in the eye and ask us to do a better job of supporting and taking care of you. That activates a powerful voice in the mind of anybody, the heart of anybody who has a heart that says, don't let this young person down. And that power is extraordinary. I will be relying on it as president to support me and, yes, sometimes to push me and our administration in the right direction. And I see the makings of a generational alliance right now, because this is not the 1960s when young people marched against their parents' generation. This is young people marching, demanding that there be better answers from those in charge. But hopefully you have noticed people from your parents' and grandparents' generation at your side cheering you on, because we know we have an obligation to serve you better. That is the power you have, and I will rely on that to make sure we actually get these things done.
We have a question from Jackie. What can you do as president at a federal level to reduce the emphasis on standardized testing in our public schools?
Aha. Sounds like Jackie's not alone. And again, being married to a teacher, I've seen how teachers are being expected to become so many different things. You're supposed to be mental health counselors, but you haven't been given the resources to do it or a place to refer people to when they have challenges. You're expected by some politicians to convert somehow into highly trained armed guards when there's a threat to your classroom. And you were expected to put up with the automation of your job by the over-reliance on standardized testing. Now, of course we need to have assessments. Of course we need to know how students are doing. But you cannot reduce to a standardized test the work of shaping young minds and supporting young people in their growth and the development. The time has come up to lift up and respect the teaching profession and let teachers drive the way that assessments are done. Well, California, I believe that you can make me the next president of the United States, and if you do, I will work every day to make you proud. Thank you for coming. Thank you for caring, and let's go get this done. Thank you. Thank you.